I remember that day like it was etched into my soul, clouded by the weight of betrayal that nearly broke me. It was supposed to be just a harmless secret, something I trusted my childhood friend with, a fragile whisper of vulnerability. But she didn't keep it. Instead, she tore it from me and threw it into the world like a weapon. The whispers turned into a roar. The gossip spread like wildfire, and suddenly I was the subject of every cruel joke, every judgmental glance. The shame was suffocating. I could feel the weight of the community's disdain, hear their whispers. She's a disgrace. Her family's fallen. She'll never recover. To make matters worse, my own sister, my blood, my kin joined in. At work, she casually mentioned my struggles as if they were some badge of shame, as if my pain was entertainment for her colleagues. That betrayal cut deeper than any outsider's whisper. I was cast aside, humiliated in every possible way. I felt the ground shift beneath me, the world turning cold and distant. I wanted to crawl into a hole and disappear. But deep down, I knew I couldn't let this define me. I refused to be the victim of my circumstances. That night, I made a choice. I would leave the shadows of shame behind and forge my own path. I packed my bags, left my hometown, and stepped into the unknown with nothing but raw determination. Every struggle afterward was a test, a relentless push against the doubts and whispers that haunted me. I worked tirelessly, burning the midnight oil, transforming every ounce of pain into fuel. I devoured books, learned new skills, built resilience brick by brick. I refused to be a failure, refused to be broken. Years passed, I climbed, I fought, I grew. I became someone unrecognizable from that fragile girl betrayed and humiliated. I built a life rooted in strength, an empire of influence, a voice for those silenced by betrayal and shame. I became a beacon of resilience and empowerment, standing tall against the storms that once threatened to drown me. And then the moment arrived. I returned home, not to seek revenge, but to reveal the truth of my transformation. To confront not just my sister, but everyone who doubted me. I faced them in silent awe. The same people who once whispered cruelty, now confronting the reality of my success. My eyes met theirs, calm yet fierce, speaking volumes of the battles I fought and won. I didn't need to shout. I had already proven everything through my relentless rise. Standing there, I realized that my greatest victory wasn't just in my success. It was in my ability to turn betrayal into my greatest strength. I had become unstoppable, not because I wanted revenge, but because I refused to let pain define me. I am the proof that even in the face of betrayal, resilience can rise like a phoenix from the ashes. I am the living testament that sometimes the deepest wounds forge the strongest warriors. And as I looked at them, my sister, my community, they saw not just a woman who failed once, but a woman who refused to be broken. That day, I didn't just return. I reclaimed my power. That was my revenge. Not in words, but in the undeniable truth of who I am now. Unbreakable, unstoppable, and finally free.